What is up, everybody? It's your boy Rogue here. So, back with another video, and yeah, I was actually watching YCS Anaheim this weekend, and it was a few things I noticed about Yu-Gi-Oh this weekend specifically that did not change during Anaheim. As you guys can see right here, I got the matchup Triff versus Alex B. Interesting game, and one of the things I want to say YCS Anaheim proved this weekend is that going first is huge in the metagame right now. It's too huge. Like almost everybody who went first in their games, at least the feature matches I watched, I could be wrong. Obviously, I wasn't in Anaheim. I'm in Chicago. They won. Like this game right here, the game Triff went first, he won, and then Alex went first, he won. The main reason Alex won a lot of his games is Protos. Like if you see right here, like this cooking up a field of Protos.
Okay, gonna
dual
go with
drive.
Herald of the Abyss.
And then Triff is trying to come back, but there wasn't really much you can do in this scenario.
So he has to send a Dark Worm from his field.
And it just kind of sucks because why did Konami leave a lingering floodgate like Protos back on the back off the ban list? Like, why aren't cards like that permanently gone? This is one of the biggest issues people have with modern Yu-Gi-Oh, which is why Konami created Genesis format, because we have stupid lingering Protos effects that just win you the game. And if you don't win you the game, it's going to give you a huge advantage. Then you also have things like Rizal Cross and the Rizal deck in general, which I think is a fair deck. I used to play Rizal, EXT 101, a lot of Rizal stuff 101. Definitely hurts the deck a lot. But I kind of feel bad for Triff. Honestly, I was hoping he actually won his event. I'm not even a Triff Glazer. Like, I watch his content here and there, but I'm not like his biggest fanboy or anything. But I do respect his deck that he's running, which is Yummy Mitsurugi, which seems way more skill intensive than Rizal, where it's like, okay, you can definitely win with the deck, but the main win con, especially from watching a lot of Alex's game, was literally, okay, I'm losing, Protos, GG, no well played, scoop him up. And honestly, I think that just goes to show you that lingering floodgates need to go. A lot of players in the chat on Konami and was like, bruh, we need an emergency ban list like really bad because we're tired of lingering floodgates. It ruins the metagame. And the metagame right now seems somewhat decent. It actually seems fun. Big variety of decks to play. Obviously there's the best decks like Memento. Not Memento, what am I saying? Like K9, you got Mitsurugi, you got Yummy, you got Rizal still decent. You got Rizal Mitsurugi was still decent. Same people playing that. Pure Mitsu. But the main reason probably winning, going first, then lingering floodgates. Same thing when I saw a Triff matchup, he won with D Barrier. And it's just kind of annoying, and it kind of turns people off from playing Yu-Gi-Oh, which is why they created Genesis format. Even in this game right here, against Kamal Crooks in the finals against the Cameron guy, I literally watched this entire finals game, and every time Kamal went first, he won. Every time, can we go ahead and put myself right over here, so that way I can show you guys that this is goofy. Like, look at this. Go back right here. Okay, this is game before they went. Let me see. Go right here. So Kamal won a dice roll, and he's just gonna pop off. And even though his opponent dropped the Fuwalos, there wasn't really his deck. The deck he's playing is able to play around Fuwalos, which you guys remember say, well, that's a personal problem for Cameron, which it definitely is. And this is not to take away anything from Kamal or Cameron. They're both highly skilled players, which is why he's 15 and Kamal's 15-1 and Cameron's 14-2 in a long tournament that's cuts the top 8 now. But it's just like, man, oh man, this is kind of like it's kind of scary, man. It's kind of scary. And the dice roll, Kamal winning the dice roll definitely ensured this victory for this game. Because as you guys can see right here, I'm gonna speed it up right now. He had a huge advantage just to just set up the board.
He's going to send both of his monsters to the graveyard to perform a link summon for Artifact Dagda. Kamal Crooks is up.
And turn the commentary off for you guys because hear me mainly. And look, he's just going to go ahead and start popping off, comboing off. I can just double the speed right here as well. But I just wanted you to see, when you're going to these big events nowadays, these are the kind of boards you're going to have to face against when you don't open up anything like a Fuwalos. And even if you do open up Fuwalos, your opponent might have a card like Droll and Lightbird, like Kamal would have right here, that plays in a turn player's favor. Which, once again, people are also asking, why are cards like Droll and Lightbird not banned? And I think that's a question for you guys. Do you guys think we currently need a emergency ban list in Yu-Gi-Oh? Let me know in the comment section down below. I personally believe, real talk, Yu-Gi-Oh should do what Master Duel does and periodically update the ban list as the week goes on. Which is kind of crazy because they're technically doing this in Genesis format, because even though Genesis doesn't have an official ban list, they are able to cycle cars out really well by either giving them the designated points to make the cars pliable in the format at a low cost, or they make them cheap, which is essentially like limiting and unlimiting. Because you like, for example, with Heroes, I think Dark Law was like 60 points, and they didn't want decks like Heroes to be too broken in that format. But look at this right here. I'm just gonna pause it. Set up a whole field. Camera just scooped it up because he already knew there was no coming back. Then when I go to Camera's turn, same thing. He went first. Kamal had some plays. He had the out. And it just gets to a point where it's kind of like, all right, man, we're basically, it's kind of one of the reasons why I took a long break from Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. And I plan on going to locals eventually. Just last time I went to locals, they had fun. It's just kind of like, when I see shit like this, it's just like, okay, the format still hasn't evolved to, can I skillfully beat my opponent? It's literally learn your deck, make sure you don't misplay, learn the combos. There's small skill involved here and there, but once you learn all the basic combos and you know what you're doing with your deck, and you know all the decks that your opponent is playing. Like, for example, he plays against Kamal. He knows Zon, Chris Strine, K9. He knows the best plays that Kamal can do. Unless Kamal added some secret tech before the event that he didn't talk about. He knows 9 times out of 10 I can make my board and I'm good. Because, like, what deck right now is just going to break this? And Yu-Gi-Oh's been like this for a while. Really annoying. Really annoying. And it just begs the question, like, how do people think this is kind of fun? Like, I know it's fun. Like, I get why it's fun. Because you want to... I'm the rogue hero, right? I like to play innovative strategies, different things to try to win. Which is why I like the Trift deck, personally. Because then he was like a 60-card build, which is kind of weird. I think he made his build himself. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure. But I do respect when someone tries to think outside of the box with their build and go all in with a different strategy. Because the reason why Trift lost this game right here, because he's going to lose the match. He mainly loses because his deck just can't play against a deck that sets up oppressive ass cards like Protoss, because he doesn't play hand trap. I think he's playing all board breakers. So board breakers are very powerful in this format. Until you run into shit like this, that's just disgusting. And or decks like these, it's like, okay, you just want to play board breakers, they're going to punish you. That's why I personally, when I deal with my hero deck, my hero plays board breakers and it also plays hand traps to give you a little mixture of both worlds. I like trying to have it out for everything, but then again, I'm not a guy at the top tables of the YCS, so what the hell do I know? I'm just a guy that has a little bit of success in the past, and that's pretty much about it. But plus half in the weekend, Genesis looks fun. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! People like to play right here. A little boring, it's a little slower pace, but this is type of Yu-Gi-Oh! That people want to see on stream. And it's actually, I was watching a few of the games. Like, I was watching a game with this one dude yesterday. He was running the Dragon Ruler, and it looked really fun to play because you kind of can watch this, and if you haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while, you understand what's going on. The field is definitely nostalgic, and this is obviously Konami's solution to just getting players back into the game. What Konami messed up, in my opinion, like I said in previous videos, they should have kept people with the retro formats and let people do their own thing with that. Oh my god, my allergies are kicking my butt right now. But for the most part, people like seeing this format. Just zoom in a little bit. I don't want to watch them combo. But you guys see right here, you see Art Mage, like decks that are lower powered. It's kind of fair. They're playing back row, a little bit of back and forth playing, a little slower. You're not losing right away in 30 seconds. Like you see these games right here. These games lasted a while. But a lot of the reason why it lasted because the time is unlimited. Both players want to think. But once they set up their board and make these oppressive boards like he's going to do right here, I'm going to show you how it comes out. Like, there's nothing you can do. It's just kind of like, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. And I wish the chat was live, because YouTube takes a while to reload the chat. Everyone was like, bro, please give us an email list. Please get rid of these toxic cards. And literally, I'll just leave this running because you guys are going to see, actually, I'll just speed it up because this video is getting a little longer. Oh, so I'm going to go ahead, go right here. Same thing now. Kamal goes first. He's going to see Cameron's hand right here, right? And this is why K9 is kind of dumb, too. You have a monster that lets you look in your opponent's hand, and once you see your opponent didn't pretty much brick, or they pretty much drew a hand that was kind of mid compared to yours, you almost auto-win. And I see why that deck is so dumb. So, but like I said, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! or just hate on modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I still enjoy modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I still play Heroes and give half of you guys listening to this that work with Heroes. But when I see goofy stuff like this, I'm just like, bruh, is this so annoying as a player just to see shit like this? Because like, dude, how do you lose in a scenario like this? Like, you literally have to play the best deck. You're locked into playing the best deck. You have to make sure you don't misplay, which plays tons of hours in playtesting into the game. And then on top of that, you have to run your spicy tech, of course, which you need a good testing group to do all that, which is a whole another topic for another video. And then when you do shit like this, and it's kind of like, well, there's not really a lot of interacting going on. It's just, I go first, I pop off, you draw no hand traps, I win. You go first, you pop off, you draw no hand traps, I win. The only time a player like Kamal or Camera, which they probably won't do this unless they're at locals just chilling out with their boys, is they have to heavily misplay, and the opponent capitalizes on that, which kind of happened in Kamal's game in top 4 when I was watching. Him and his opponent both misplayed, but they actually, and this is when he wins right here, he threw the helmet off, like, shout out, yo. And shout out to bro, like, I'm happy for him. Like, I don't even know dude, never met him in his life. I know people who know him, but it's kind of like shout out to bro. Like, he actually did his thing, and when you're playing a game like this, right, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatever you're playing competitively, the only time you have a mono card game battle is when one person makes a mistake. Like against the Alex dude, they both kind of misplayed, but I think it was what row was that play at? When Alex went, he got greedy, and I want to say he went, yeah, it's right here. So a lot of the rival group was kind of like crapping on him a little bit, and as a rival player myself, I'm just like, he X-Time Night blew a board. All he really had to do was make dual drive, in my opinion. And if Alex watches this, he can comment and tell us why he didn't do dual drive into field spell, make detonator. That probably would have sealed the deal. By him doing this and Kamal playing conservative like he did in his game, gave him an opportunity to come back and win. You can't give good players an opportunity to come back and win. And that's just like hours of testing. I know Alex is probably a good player as well, even though he had some people from his locals come out and say, hey man, this dude stacks at locals. But that's neither here nor there. Like, I don't know the dude. It's just hearsay. Could have been a hater in the chat. But yeah, man. But yeah, this game was crazy as well. But anyway, man, that's my recap of the YCS. Lots of Yu-Gi-Oh! Being the same old Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been going like this for years, which is why I kind of took a break from Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, honestly. I ain't been in locals in about a month. I'm just kind of tired of the whole, you go first, okay, if you misplay, I win. If not, I just lost because your hand is better than my hand. It's like really hand comparison and who can figure out the best builds first. And like I say, you really just need a good testing circle to do these things. And I guarantee you, anybody who's listening to this right now, if you have a solid group of guys near you locally that you can bounce ideas off and constantly play test with, this could be you up here. This could be you up here at the top tables. Anyway, man, it's your boy Rogue Hero. I've been doing this card game shit for 20 years. I know a little bit of what I'm talking about. I had a little success back in my day. This is a little bit. Way more in Naruto than I did in Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's all the same shit, man. You need a solid group of guys to play tests. And you guys could be topping them there everything like these dudes did. But man, the mental exhaustion to win 6 YCS in a row is crazy. And of course, you guys already know, it's like any manual card game, there's some cheating involved along the way, probably with both players. I don't know. But that's card games in general. You can't prove it. So it is what it is. Not to say that any of these dudes are known cheaters. I don't know them personally. But you hear stuff about every player that does well consistently. And you hear about, oh, he stacks or he manipulated players in the Swiss rounds to guarantee his way to top cut. I've heard a lot of different stories. But anyway, it's your boy Rogue, and I'm signing out. Peace. See you guys in the next video. I'm trying to be a little more consistent on the channel. I've been missing Yu-Gi-Oh! Low-key. Been enjoying the hell out of my Beyblade hobby, but man, I am missing my card game life. But anyway, I'm out. Peace. See you guys in the next video.